welcome to Fraser Park in Lower Hutt for the resumption of the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership after the Christmas break. And coming to you on skysportnext, it is the Wellington Phoenix Reserves sitting fifth after the opening 6 rounds with a 2-win, 1 draw, 3 loss record, taking on Canterbury United, who are just 1 point down the table, but in 7th place with a 2-win, 4 loss record. The mainlanders. Brenton Vinisroy, I will have the call for you this afternoon on what is a beautiful day in the capital. Barely a breath of wind, hot conditions on what is this fantastic artificial surface here at the Rico Sports Centre at Fraser Park, Lower Hutt. As the two teams make their way out onto the playing surface here. The Phoenix Reserves, the Weenix in the traditional yellow kit, and likewise Canterbury United, the Dragons in the red and black. Led out by the officials this afternoon. Referee Kelvin Berg, his assistants Mark Rule and Cameron Grusho, and the fourth official is Chris Bennett. Changes have been made to both sides by the respective coaches. Paul Temple for the Wellington Phoenix Reserves and Lee Padmore of Canterbury United Dragons as they go through the pre-match handshakes. Canterbury make their way to the left of screen and Wellington Phoenix to the right, the eastern end of Fraser Park. Two captains will make their way to meet referee Kelvin Berg and his assistants. Captain Tom Swartz for Canterbury United and Curtis Mogg, the skipper of the Phoenix Reserves. Looks like Curtis Mogg has won the toss. And it looks like we'll be staying as we are. So Phoenix Reserves to play from east to west, and as I mentioned, Paul Temple making the 3 changes. Harry Bark, Finn Sermon and Oscar Van Haddam all come into the 11. Jalen Rodwell, Oliver Van Rysel and George Ott. Jalen Rodwell and George Ott, 2 of the goal scorers for the Phoenix Reserve so far this season, demoted to the bench. Otherwise an unchanged side from that which lost 4-1 to Auckland City at Kiwi Tear Street before Christmas. Well, Lee Padmore has made the 2 changes to his side, which was beaten 3-1 at Team Wellington just before the Christmas break. Lyle Matheson and Luke Tung replace Seth Clark. And also another change to that lineup. Lyle Matheson, Luke Tung coming in. What is real international flavour to the Canterbury United side, as the 2 sides have changed over. So it will in fact be Canterbury United playing from the right to left in their traditional red and black. The Wellington Phoenix from the left to right of our picture, playing from west to east for the opening 45 minutes. The stage is set. We are all ready to get underway. Ehai Delaney with the ball at his feet, just waiting for the starting orders from referee Kelvin Berg. And we will get underway as the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership resumes after the Christmas break. A couple of Phoenix Reserve players making their way onto the pitch, still waiting for Riley Bidwar, Weenix's leading goal scorer with 3 goals in his last 3 games. He's getting some last little, I think, adjustments to his boots. Of course, playing on the artificial surface here, which a number of them very familiar with. Riley Bidwar, one of those who played for Lower Hutt AFC in the Winter League. So we are underway. Canterbury United with first use of possession, coming back to their left back, and Sam Field playing a back 3, Canterbury United. So the left central defender quickly closed down there by Benjamin Old. And now the Wellington Phoenix have their first use of possession. Alex Paulson in goal, been a very impressive performer so far. Finn Sermon back to his keeper. No one closing down Paulson, but trying to shut down the angles of Canterbury United. Phoenix reserves attempt to play out through that left-hand side, coming back into the midfield for the holding midfielder Hillis. Now springing forward was Lewis Toomey, who quickly ran into dead end. And Canterbury United will have the throw-in on that northern sideline, just in front of the Ricoh Sports Centre complex here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. If you just joined us, beautiful conditions for football. Barely a breath of wind. And quite a hot and humid afternoon. As now Canterbury to make their way down that southern touchline. Earning a throw-in deep in the corner. Taguchi with the attempted cross, cut out by the Phoenix, but Canterbury United back with it. Corey Mitchell whips in a ball, well dealt with first time by the Phoenix, but coming back into the area. Slightly awkward ball for the Phoenix to deal with. Keeper Paulson decided not to come for that one. His defenders do well to clear the danger. Now Canterbury United have it back with them. Danny Knight with his first touch, the keeper for Canterbury United. Looks long, finds Garvin Coughlin, the Irishman. He gets to the byline, cross comes in. Captain Mogg with the clearing header. Goes out for a Canterbury United throw-in, but very important early interception there by Mogg. Weenix skipper. Throw-in to be taken from Lindekit. He'll look long into the area. Flick on. Can't be controlled by Delaney. Now Canterbury go all the way back to halfway. Switching play is the skipper Swartz. Bit too much on that one. And he apologises to Lindekit. Made his way down that right flank, trying to keep that in play. Now Canterbury will try and shut down the space on that northern touchline. So Phoenix reserves look to switch play. Finn Sermon looks in the midfield, back to Sermon. There's Clayton as an option on his right. Decides to go back to his keeper. And now back on the left-hand side, the Phoenix. Riley Bidwar with a slightly loose touch, and Canterbury now look to pounce with the quick counter. Looking with the diagonal ball to Delaney. Delaney now in the far corner from our commentary position. Now Coughlin with the cross, trying to find that late run into the box by Matheson. There's a welcome returnee for the Canterbury United Dragons. The first match for everyone post-Christmas. Now the Phoenix looking to break down the right-hand flank through Clayton. Now back to halfway. Benjamin Old with a few touches with Hillis. Back to Clayton. Old has plenty of space, has a chance to assess the options. Finds Van Hattem. Van Hattem now out to Bark, who makes that run down the left flank from left back. Cross blocked. Back to Bark. Canterbury do well to cut down the options for the left back. Still in their half though, Canterbury United, and Phoenix reserves will try and make it difficult, and they win possession back. Now Old. There's a number of Canterbury players with him, can't keep hold of possession. Hillis wins it back though for the Phoenix reserves, and he's back with it. Hillis comes out to the right hand side where Clayton has space. Back to Hillis. Clayton. Sermon. Captain Mogg. Looking for a runner. Finds Bidwar. Now to Van Hattem. Van Hattem has a bit of space to run into. Will he pull a shot? He does, to trigger his pull just from outside the box. Blocked by a Canterbury United player, but the danger is not cleared by the visitors. Clayton. Will he whip in a ball left foot? No, he goes with the pass to the run into the area. Ball crossed in onto that 6-yard box. Cleared, though, by Andrew Storer. And now Canterbury United look to quickly break. The feet of Coughlin. Coughlin, plenty of space to work into. Making his way into the area. Can he find a teammate? Well, eventually cut out, but the Phoenix reserves almost welcoming Coughlin into the area before they finally closed him down. Canterbury United earn a corner. First of the game as we are 6 minutes gone here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Looks like it'll be the left-footed corner from that far side. Floated just onto the 6-yard box. Well dealt with by the Phoenix reserves. It might have been Riley Bidwar with the clearing header there, number 9. The top goal scorer for the Weenix, who scored in the last 3 games before our festive break. Two sides who are very evenly matched on the table. Just 1 point separating these two sides. Phoenix in 5th, 7 points. Canterbury United second to bottom, but with 6 points, just 1 point behind the Phoenix reserves. Paulson, keeper, back with it at his feet. Hillis, ever busy in midfield, tried to find Old. He was quickly dispossessed. Now back at the feet of Toomey. Toomey brings play out to the left-hand side. Bark, always happy to make those runs down that northern touchline. Back to Captain Mogg. Hillis unable to control that pass, and now Canterbury look to pounce. Springing forward is Coughlin again. This time he's harassed by Clayton, who goes to ground. And that almost created an issue there. And needing to come in with a covering tackle was Sermon, his centre back, to deny Coughlin an opportunity on goal. Throw in now. Deep in that corner of the field, our commentary position side, the southern end of Fraser Park. Phoenix coming up with possession, trying to work some space down this tight corridor. Rainbolt made some progress before losing possession. Now Canterbury go all the way back to keeper Knight. Knight quickly closed down by Bidwar. So he clears towards halfway. And now Storer miscontrols it. Papua New Guinea player. And not made to pay, though, by the Phoenix reserves, who are back with it, just inside their half. Toomey, Mogg, all the way back now to Paulson. Toomey. Nice ball out to that far touchline. Where Bark again is marauding down that left flank. This time, though, he was unable to find Van Hattem. Now Bark to Toomey. Toomey brings the play out to Old. Old just outside the area. Has Taguchi for company, though. Tries to find Clayton. Unable to do so. Cut out well by Field. Field then tries to find Taguchi. Old with a strong challenge in midfield, and now he springs forward to Toomey. And then trying to find Bidwar. Bidwar just not able to control on the edge of the area. Had defender on his back. And Canterbury now back with it. 10 minutes absolutely flown by here. This ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. First game since the festive break. Canterbury, an opportunity there to get inside the box. Unable to find that last little touch though. Yes. Back at the feet of Field. Now finding Delaney. Delaney, can he get the cross? And no, he finds Tongue. Tongue with an opportunity to shoot from just about 10 yards out. And he blasts it high over the bar. He couldn't believe his luck, I don't think. Luke Tongue looked completely unmarked. Clayton, too slow to get across. The centre-backs hadn't come out to close the run of Luke Tongue, who sprung from midfield. And Phoenix Reserves almost punished there for that lapse in concentration. Weenix back with it. Mogg looking long, finds Bidwar. Bidwar back to Mogg. Toomey. Mogg. Back to Toomey. Now, Sermon. Clayton. Hillis. Old. Clayton. Can't quite find Rainbow, but it runs through to Bidwar. Now opportunity at that back post. The curling effort comes in from that edge of the area. And it was not far away from Danny Knight's goal. Oscar Van Haddam with the effort. So you see a replay there. And Danny Knight, I think, had it covered if it was going to be on goal. Still, good opportunity there for the Weenix. Van Haddam, bit of a warning shot past the post of Danny Knight and the Canterbury United goal. Back to work, the Phoenix Reserves, back down that left-hand flank. Pence bringing forward is Harry Bark. This time finds Thomas Rainbolt, who can't quite control the volley. Goes safely into the hands of Danny Knight, the Canterbury United keeper. He looks to play on quickly. Finds his keeper, his captain, Swartz to Storer, but the Phoenix pressing high up the pitch. They're not going to make it easy for Canterbury United to play out their own half. Great harassing by the Weenix. In the end, it's a goal kick, but making it very difficult for Canterbury United, the visitors, to get out of their own third of the pitch. They elected to play short. I think we'll see this time Danny Knight look long. As the back three of Field, Swartz and Storer are put under pressure by the young Phoenix Reserves. And pressed high up the pitch. Now Coughlin with a bit of space, one-on-one with Bark, but can't beat him. Goes out for a throw-in. Bark quickly plays on, finds his forward partner in Ehai Delaney. Now it comes back to Delaney. Tongue. Now all the way back to Storer. Swartz. Storer, as Swartz was looking for options, not happy with what was given to him. So went to the open man, his fellow defender. And Storer. Lindekit. On that right flank, getting no change there out of Riley Bidwar. Now we'll have another opportunity, Lindekit. No, back to Storer. So it's a bit of the half press for the Phoenix. There's a line of 3 or 4 of them coming 10 metres inside Canterbury United territory and just holding there, forcing the Canterbury United back 3 to try and find the telling ball through that line up front. Canterbury United got as far as halfway, but then forced to retreat once more. Swartz now looking long, trying to find Matheson. Phoenix Reserves get on the end of it. Nice turn that is from Van Haddam. Classy. Can he find the pass to a teammate? Breaking forward out of midfield is Rainbolt. Now Bidwar trying to curl this one into that far post. well blocked. An important interception that was by Canterbury United. Corey Mitchell, I think it was, who stuck to Bidwar and then broke towards halfway. Canterbury United can't see the option there, so they go all the way back to their keeper and Knight. Swartz. Looking for options. The Dragons captain eventually finds Delaney, who manages to link up with Coughlin, the Irishman. Coughlin. Oh, he got the call from Sam Field, but didn't execute the pass. Well telegraphed and well read by Benjamin Old, who was then fouled by Corey Mitchell. Referee Calvin Berg satisfied that wasn't a yellow card offence, just a free kick. As Benjamin Old makes his case to referee Berg, who shakes his head as Weenix now play on. Hillis out to Bark on that left-hand side. Van Haddam, another little classy bit of moment there for Van Haddam. Bark with the cross, trying to find Bidwar. And it goes out for a corner. So the Phoenix Reserves have their first corner of the contest. So 17 and a half minutes into proceedings here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Looks like it's Thomas Rainbolt to take. And he goes short. Back to Rainbolt. Rainbolt looking, trying to find Bidwar. Runs all the way to Toomey, I believe, is offside. So not going to plan there, but clearly a set move by the Weenix from the set piece. Canterbury United again playing it amongst their back three, which certainly looks more like a back four, with Lindekit playing it right back so far. Matheson finding Taguchi. Mel Mitchell opens up play to that right hand side where Lindekit is ready and waiting. Coughlin now all the way back to Storer. Swartz out the left hand side to Field. Field looking long. Well read by Sermon. And all the way back to Paulson it goes in the Phoenix Reserve goal. Now Toomey picks up the ball from his defenders. Attempts another turn as Van Haddam. This time it was read by Tung, who then gives up the free kick though. Did well to read the turn this time. There's been a couple of nice moments by Van Haddam in this opening 20 minutes. This time called for maybe the jersey tug there on Van Haddam. Now Bark back down that left-hand side. Chance to size up across. Instead goes short to Rainbolt. Bark. Rainbolt with the cross. Now opportunity for Old. Old's first shot is blocked. In the header. Tipped over the bar spectacularly by Danny Knight. And a save that had to be made. First denied by the Canterbury United defenders, and then it was Knight to the rescue. Here's the first opportunity. Blocked by Swartz. The header coming in and tipped over the bar spectacularly by Danny Knight. Keeps it at 0-0. 20 minutes almost gone by here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. So now the second corner for the Phoenix. This time they deliver into the box, comes to the top of the area, sizing up the opportunity are the Phoenix, and it's Oscar Van Haddam. Back in the starting lineup, Van Haddam, and finishing brilliantly. Brought it onto his left foot, and the Weenix take the lead. Wasn't cleared by Canterbury United. Brought onto the right, and then think it may have taken a deflection, but wonderfully done by Oscar Van Hattem, who brought it onto the left, and it is the Weenix who take the lead through Oscar Van Hattem. It's his first goal of the season. Riley Bidwar, as I mentioned at the top, their leading scorer with 3. Benjamin Old has a couple, and then Rainbolt, Jalen Rodwell and George Ott all with the 1. Garvin Coughlin, the Irishman, the top goal scorer, along with Jacob Richards for Canterbury United, who isn't featuring today. Swartz, Taguchi, Delaney and George King, all with a goal each for the visitors. Canterbury United so far this season. Canterbury United have scored 8, conceded 13 in their first 6 games. The Phoenix had scored 9 and conceded 11 through their first 6 games, so now scored their 10th goal of the campaign. And the season so far has promised quite a lot. They consider themselves, and did consider themselves, very unfortunate to go down 4-1 to the reigning champions Auckland City at Kiwi Tea Street before Christmas. They conceded 2 late goals in that game after Bidwar had given them a 1-0 half-time lead. Now here's an opportunity for Delaney to get a strike on goal, and coming and closing right on time was Finn Sermon, making that challenge right in the nick of time as Delaney looked to pull the trigger for Canterbury United. Nice little touch with the head, and then the shot was coming in just as Sermon came to close him down. Now Tongue will take the corner, looking to just float this one into the area, and Canterbury United equalised with an own goal, I think it was.
Number five.
Finn Sermon, who I think came up with the important challenge just moments ago, this time, unfortunately, finds the back of his own net, and as here we see a clear replay is coming in to try and, I think, close Tom Swartz, get the header in before him. Has got the header in, but unfortunately into his own net, so striking straight back. Canterbury United. Finn Sermon own goal after Oscar Van Hattem mere moments earlier had opened the scoring for the Wellington Phoenix Reserve. So we are all locked up now, 1 apiece here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Matheson looks to break downfield, finds Taguchi, floating one looking back post where Coughlin was waiting. Important touch by the Phoenix. Coughlin though back with it. Looked like to pull the trigger with the left foot. Off the post, I think it was, from Coughlin. Well, it wasn't closed down, it was given the space. And he pulled the trigger. And thankfully for the Wellington Phoenix Reserves, and Alex Paulson came off his post and away. So, great fight back, great bounce back for the Canterbury United after conceding. So here it is. Coughlin just dared to shoot, and he thought, all right, I will. With a left-footed effort. He may have even got a touch on that, Paulson. Impressive young keeper for the Phoenix Reserves. It was a spectacular effort. It came off the bar. The Irishman. Now Canterbury United go all the way back into their own area. Knight finds Lindekit, who finds Coughlin. Coughlin, a beautiful turn to lose his man. And a sort of one touch played with Coughlin. Now find the run of Taguchi out the left. Taguchi one-on-one just on the edge of the area. Yes. Forced towards the sideline where he earns a throw-in. Swartz. Mitchell goes back to Lindekit. Delaney turns into trouble, but then manages to turn out of it as Toomey was looking to pounce. Now Swartz put under pressure by Rainbolt, but illegally so, says referee Berg. Free kick given away. Swartz with a relieving free kick. She'll take back to his keeper, Knight. Storer back with it to Knight in his area. Phoenix not coming with that full press, and so he had time to weigh up the ball. Found Matheson, back to Lindekit. Let's back it to that defender and Storer, and all the way back once again to Knight, who this time comes out of his area to deliver the ball. Finds the chest of Coughlin, well taken down, and he gets it back from field to Tongue. Tongue looking for Lindekit. Lindekit eventually chased it down, but it was a wayward ball as Tongue was put under pressure. Storer to Knight. Knight closed down, quickly had to get rid of it. Does find Swartz, and then to Field. But runs out for a throw-in. Good closing down by Benjamin Old. Cutting down the time and the options for Canterbury United's defenders. Now, Sermon, the unfortunate scorer of that own goal, is Benjamin Old has gone down and is going to be awarded a free kick. And he does not look comfortable. I think he might have taken a blow. You certainly don't want one. See a replay of this ball given to Old. And coming strong through was Field. Looks like if Old is able to play on. And referee Berg there saying no more. Final warning for Sam Field. So no yellow cards as of yet, as we are approaching the half-hour mark of this first game back in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. Round 7 action following the festive break. Options are Toomey and Rainbolt over the dead ball. Toomey with the right foot, Rainbolt with the left. The outswinger or the in-swinging cross are the two options. About 8 metres out from the edge of the area. Two-man wall for Canterbury United. All but Clayton and Bark are on the edge of the area for the Phoenix reserves. It will be Rainbolt with that left-footed floater towards the back post. Dealt with well by Canterbury United. Van Haddam appeals for a free kick. Told to get up by referee Berg, and he does quickly as Canterbury United look to break and take advantage of Wellington Phoenix reserve player being down on the ground. Coughlin now on the edge of the area, inside the box. What can he do? Looks to cross it to Taguchi at the back post. A couple of Phoenix players there to cut down that option. And now they'll look to play it out of their own area. Clayton marches downfield and then switches play to Bark, his fellow wide defender, who looks long for Bidwar. Can't quite get on the end of that. And Knight, in a sweeping roll, the keeper, clears the danger. And it'll be a Phoenix reserves throw-in on the northern touchline here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt, just in front of the Ricoh Sports Centre building. Beautiful new facility, along with the artificial turf here. As I mentioned earlier, a number of these Phoenix reserve players very familiar with the ground, having played for Lower Hutt in the winter. All the way back to Paulson they go. Sermon. Looking in midfield to Rainbow, who offers an option for his defender. Paulson comes out of his area. He's chased by Delaney, and with his left foot can't find a teammate. Goes over the sideline. Now Lindekit look long with the throw-in. Finding Matheson, who's a man on his back. Canterbury United unable to keep hold of possession. Big tackle coming in from Tongue on Van Haddam. Wins possession only momentarily. Another challenge between Tongue and Van Haddam. Again waved away. This time waving play on as referee Kelvin Berg. Hillis looking for either Boudoir or Benjamin Old, but only goes far as Canterbury United. Nice little turn again by Coughlin, who quickly brushes off his man. Clayton, though, gets back to his feet. Now 3 Phoenix players quickly close on the Irishman, so he's forced to go back to field. Field to skipper Swartz. Back to Coughlin. Nice little touch into space, and then next ball is finding Taguchi, who's now into the area. Left-footed cross coming into the box. Who's on the end of this? Great clean challenge coming in from the captain, and it had to be. Left his feet did Curtis Mogg, but got all the ball to deny the Canterbury player was looking to get on the end of it. The Dragons, though, back with it. And a free kick given. Going the way of Canterbury United. Referee Kelvin Berg wants to have a bit of a chat, I think it is, to Thomas Rainbolt. I think he might get a similar message to what we saw from Sam Field moments ago. Doesn't want to see any more of that. Yeah, that certainly seems to be the body language from referee Kelvin Berg. That's enough. Thank you. Next offence like that, and you'll be into my notebook. So again, it is Luke Tongue. Very recognisable lid, who will whip this one in. Numbers at the far post, the back post to Canterbury United Dragons. Big figures of Swartz, Storer there, as is Delaney and Mitchell. Looks to be where Tongue will go. Right-footed floater to that back post. This time, again, as a Phoenix player, I think Mogg, the captain, who got to it first. And the Weenix are able to clear, but only over the sideline. So Canterbury United will have a throw-in now. Deep inside Phoenix Reserves half. A little over 10 minutes remaining in the first 45 now at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Beautiful conditions for football. Barely a breath of wind. Certainly hot, as Canterbury United now earning a corner. Again, it will be Luke Tongue to take.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Right-footed floater looking towards that back post again. They scored, of course, from a corner 10 minutes ago. The equaliser. Unfortunately for the Phoenix Reserves, an own goal for Finn Sermon. There's now Matheson to take from the far side. Another corner. Good strong header coming in from Rainbolt to clear his lines. Lindekit slices one off his right foot. Matheson, though, gets on the end of it. First time ball into the box. Bit of pinball. And now Canterbury United settle it down, but they're back towards halfway. Tongue finding Coughlin with a great ball. Coughlin looks to beat keeper Paulson near post, but Paulson is aware to that. Gets down low, denies Paulson, but it will, denies Coughlin, excuse me, but it will be another corner kick to the Canterbury United Dragons. This time it will be Luke Tongue, who's making his way over to take this one.
Again, I've got 2 runners to you.
So it'll be a right-footed delivery. Looking towards that back post. In fact, it comes to the near post this time. Well dealt with by the Phoenix reserves, and springing forward is Benjamin Old. Benjamin Old does very well to hold up the play, and then earns a throw-in. Had a couple of Canterbury United players on him. Old with very little support, appealing for a free kick. Nothing given by referee Calvin Berg. What he has done is got the Phoenix out of their own half for a moment and back in possession. Paulson, Sermon, back to Paulson, now Mogg. And appealed for a bit of calm there from his keeper, saying you've got time, no need to rush, settle things down. Hillis with a bit of space just in front of his back three, finds or looks to find Rainbow, well cut out by Field. And Swartz with the final touch for Canterbury there. Now, Phoenix reserves through Old. Try the 1-2 with Bidwar. Bidwar couldn't quite get the return pass to Old. Now Coughlin is happy to help out. Give an option to his defenders. Back four. The Irishman been very impressive. Certainly when it's been on the counter, been a handful for the back four of the Phoenix reserves. He's on the near touchdown line now, Coughlin. Relying on some service and some of his teammates to win possession back. Phoenix with the throw-in on that northern side of Fraser Park here in Lower Hutt. Comes all the way back to Keeper Knight, who clears towards halfway. Climbing high was Bark. Then another throw-in to the Phoenix reserves, just in front of their bench. Paul Temple, coach with assistant Steve Coleman, watching on. There's a few options on the bench, including Jalen Rodwell, Oliver Van Rysel and George Ott, who were all part of the starting 11 at Kiwitea Street before the festive break. And Case Sims and Jonty Robos as well, the other two subs that Phoenix reserves coach Paul Temple can call on. Lee Padmore, coach of Canterbury United, has one fewer option, just the four subs on his bench. Edward Ashton as reserve goalkeeper. George King, the Englishman, who scored a late consolation goal against Team Wellington before Christmas. Caleb Cottam and Simon Cretian. Now the options for Canterbury United coach Lee Padmore. And there's the Phoenix. Just settling play down here, looking to camp themselves into Canterbury United's half. Look for the opportunity to spring forward. They go the more direct option this time to Riley Bidwar, who earns a corner. A good tussle there with Andrew Storer. And now another opportunity for set piece for the Phoenix reserves. Thomas Rainbolt again will take from that far side. It went short last time. This time looks to float one towards the back post where Sermon is again. It comes back out to Van Haddam, just like a corner did from the other side previously, which Van Haddam scored from. This time he went with the right-footed effort and sliced off his boot. Now Canterbury United breaking through Corey Mitchell. The foot race with Sermon. Holds off Sermon's challenge initially, but Sermon now earning it and earning a free kick as well. So good work by Finn Sermon, coming all the way back from that corner, the centre back. Chase down Mitchell to win possession and then earn a free kick. Yeah, replay of this again, set up perfectly for Van Haddam. This time he went with the first time effort. Previous time he had it on the right, brought it onto his left, shot deflected in. This time went with the first time effort and unable to execute. And now Van Haddam back in the area, left-footed effort this time. Straight at the keeper, Danny Knight. Certainly had his moments, though, as Oscar Van Hadden. Substitute against Auckland City before Christmas at Kiwi Tier Street. Brought into the starting 11. One of 3 changes by Paul Temple in the first match back from the festive break. The others being Finn Sermon and Harry Bark. Van Hadden's scored goal for the Phoenix Reserves, and Sermon has scored the goal, unfortunately, for Canterbury United. From his perspective, an own goal. Goals coming in the 21st and 23rd minutes here at Fraser Park. As Conklin will again try his luck from effort. Wasn't quite able to get complete connection on that one. And easily down to his right was Alex Paulson in goal. Good turn from Benjamin Old to give him some space. Now plays it out to Captain Mogg. Back to Old. Very busy player. Now looking for options. Given space by Canterbury United. Get everyone but one player behind the ball. Rainbolt to Toomey. Toomey looks for the run of Clayton. He comes in with the cross. Now Toomey hooks that high. I think was attempting either a cross or to get a shot on goal. Found its way out of the box. The Phoenix back with it. Lovely little flick from Van Hadden. Returned by Bidwar. Van Hadden has it inside the area. Now he comes outside looking for options. Finds Bark. Back to Van Hadden. Van Hadden this time with the cross to the far post looking for Rainbolt. Well dealt with by Field, but only as far as Storer. Now Canterbury United get it to ground and able to spring forward through Corey Mitchell, who takes on Adam Hillis. Adam Hillis then fouls Corey Mitchell. Mitchell demonstrates with referee Galvin Berg, believing that wasn't the first time that there'd been an indiscretion from the holding midfielder for Phoenix Reserves, Adam Hillis. So, Tongue to take the free kick, looking for Matheson. South African, big collision just on the edge of the area. Canterbury United look to profit. Tongue with the cross, comes as far as Taguchi. Great save by Paulson. Taguchi with the left-footed effort. Paulson got low to his left to deny the Japanese player. Came after a big collision just on the edge of the area. As I said, here's Tongue with the cross. Came rather fortuitously to Taguchi on the edge of the area. Left-footed effort. Well dealt with by the Phoenix Reserves keeper. It remains 1-1 as we fast approach half-time here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Springing forward now is Hillis, looking out to the right side where the run comes in from Alex Clayton. Then the cross. I think it was a cross, but a bit too much on it. And keeper Danny Knight comes out to claim. Quickly gets play back underway through Lindekut. Then earns a throw in as he looked long down that line. Yeah, Ehai Delaney had given an option. Lindekut this time finds Tongue. Tongue looks long. Where Matheson is up top, but dealt with by Mogg. Phoenix Reserves captain and centre back. Now Rainbolt. Back to Bark. Mogg. Paulson, the keeper, gets another touch. Lewis Toomey looks for Riley Bidwar, but well read by Andrew Storer, who clears that to halfway. The Phoenix Reserves back with it. Rainbolt. Nice little footwork and then tries to find Bark, but too much on that. But fortunately for him, it's sliced off a Canterbury United player. So it will be another corner. The last couple of corners, Phoenix created opportunities, one of them being the goal. The last unable to be executed by Van Hadden on the edge of the area. The first he did execute. 2 minutes of added time. Says the fourth official, Chris Bennett. As that time, the set piece well dealt with by Canterbury United, but now the Phoenix reserves have an opportunity. Here comes the back post to the skipper. Mogg sets it up for Toomey. Oh, it's like they had too much time in the area. Mogg, who had space at the back post, the skipper, decided he wasn't going to take the shot. Look at the time he had. He's able to tee it up here for Toomey, who did a nice little turn, opened up his body. Left-footed shot came in, but hooked it wide of the goal. So, an opportunity missed by the Wellington Phoenix reserves in the first minute of added time. 1 minute remaining of the referee's time. And it's one apiece. Is there one final opportunity, though, here for Canterbury United? Tongue to Mitchell. Mitchell looking for Delaney. Lovely little 1-2 with Delaney. Now to Coughlin. Coughlin will whip in across. Right-footed effort. Well dealt with by Mogg. And then coming back to do some defensive work is Bidwar, who earns a free kick just on the edge of the area. Challenge coming in for Taguchi, who jumped early, was the word for the officials. Chasing this one down, putting pressure on keeper Danny Knight as Thomas Rainbolt still manages to clear to halfway, though, does the Canterbury United custodian. Now, Hillis out to Benjamin Old. Benjamin Old to Bidwar. Rainbolt. Now Toomey, who was just wide with that shot from the edge of the 6-yard box. And that is half-time, says referee Calvin Berg. One apiece between the Wellington Phoenix reserves and Canterbury United in our first match back in the ISPS Handa men's Premiership following the festive break. Goal from Oscar Van Haddam in the 21st minute for the Wellington Phoenix reserves, and equalising just 2 minutes later through a Finn Sermon own goal, Canterbury United. And that is how we have it at the half-time break here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. It is one apiece. We'll be back with all the second half action shortly. Welcome back to Fraser Park in Lower Hutt as we get ready for second half action in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership Round 7 match between the Wellington Phoenix Reserves and Canterbury United. If you have just joined us, it is 1-1 at the break. Goals coming in the 21st and 23rd minutes. The first coming by the way of Oscar Van Hadden, one of three changes to Paul Temple's 11 for the first match back from the festive break. It was Van Hadden finding the back of the net from a set piece. And we see it came nicely to him on the edge of the area, brought it on his left foot, and that came in deflection, we think, beating the keeper, Danny Knight, in goal. As we see a replay of it there, slow-mo coming in. Yeah, it certainly looked like it hit a bit of the back of that player trying to close out. And then mere moments later, Canterbury set piece, and unfortunate for, I think it was Finn Sermon, it looked like, the centre back, as spectators of all shapes and sizes taking a good earned break at half time as we get ready for second half action. So those goals coming in the 21st and 23rd minutes. There have been a number of chances though for both sides. Both keepers have been tested. It's been let-offs for both teams as well. So hopefully we see more of that in the second 45 here at Fraser Park. Beautiful weather for football. Barely a breath of wind. Hot, humid afternoon, as you'd expect for this time of year. First match back. First game of the new year in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership as referee Kelvin Berg blows us back underway. Weenix with the first use of the football. Old was very busy in that first 45. Finds Van Hadden, who's well dealt with by Lindekit. Now Coughlin springing forward as he was several times in the first half. The Irishman gets to the byline. Cross comes in. Couple of Phoenix players managing to beat Delaney to it, and then it comes rather fortuitously to Alex Paulson in the Phoenix Reserves goal, who just slows it down. A chance for his players to push forward. Now the Phoenix again trying to play outside of their half. A great turn by Old on Tongue, who was on his back. Now Bark making his way down the left-hand side. Lindekit with a very important covering challenge. Now Lindekit looking long. Mogg, Weenix captain, to his centre-back partner and Sermon. Old, as always, offering for his back four. Now Toomey looking long, a great run from Bidwa. Bidwa trying to find Van Hadden, and made his way to the edge of the 6-yard box. Beating him there was a Canterbury United foot, and then safely to Danny Knight, who clears over halfway. Well brought down by Coughlin, who holds up possession. Now back to Storer and Swartz for their first touches of the second 45. Looking long, but unable to get on the end of that one is Matheson. Now the Phoenix Reserves back with it. Inside their half, Mogg to Hillis, who turns out of one challenge, almost goes straight into another, but keeps hold of possession. That right-hand side to Clayton. Quickly gets play back underway with the throw-in. Old, another turn in midfield. Clayton. Rainbolt with a nice little touch, finding Old, but right in the middle of that one was Yuya Taguchi. He managed to just break up that Weenix attack. Rainbolt again allowed to turn in midfield, finding Toomey, Lewis Toomey, who is tackled from behind. Referee Kelvin Berg said it was okay. And now Canterbury United back with it. And now I think Harry Bark's going to get pulled up for a push on Coughlin. Canterbury United players potentially looking for a card. Phoenix Reserve players saying that wasn't a foul, sir. Kelvin Berg sticking strong, so it's going to be a free kick. 12 metres inside Phoenix half. To be taken by Luke Tongue. Canterbury bring a number of players forward. 7 of them in the box. But the delivery lets them down. Unable to get on the end of that Tongue delivery as he slaps his thigh in disappointment. The playmaker. Mogg is back to his keeper. Brings play out to the right hand side through Sermon. Can't see an option though as Canterbury United press to Gucci on Morgan, now on Paulson. Certainly pressing higher up the pitch by Canterbury United, coming up with it through Delaney. Dispossessed Sermon, but the Phoenix Reserves get back. Come up with the interception. Old, Van Haddam, Clayton, back to Sermon, all the way back now into the 6-yard box of keeper Paulson. And he's back with it. Young Gloveman. Again, the turn in midfield. This time it was well read by Corey Mitchell. Sermon again back to his keeper, who doesn't clear long. Canterbury United back in the area, but again intercepted by the Phoenix Reserves. So Phoenix Reserves now breaking out into Canterbury United's half. Bark coming down that left-hand flank, closed down by Coughlin. Toomey finds Bidwar. The hard pass. Bidwar did well to control it. Now to Hillis. Van Haddam. Van Haddam unable to beat his opposite in Mitchell. Mitchell quickly finds Delaney. Looks to return ball to Matheson, who goes right up through the middle. Has the centre-backs on. Goes with the shot, trying to chip the keeper. Paulson really wasn't anywhere near the target. But a danger sign for the Phoenix there as Canterbury United quickly broke after the Wellington Phoenix Reserves push numbers forward. 6 minutes already gone by here in this second half. First match of 2021 in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. Round 7 action following the festive break. Matheson again pulls the trigger. This time tries the more delicate little left-footed effort. Looking to go high at that back post. In the end, same result. This time it sails wide. No danger for Paulson. In the Phoenix goal. Strong challenge in midfield. Lindekit on his opposite number, Van Haddam. Van Haddam gets up, clutching his knee. Looking to try and walk that one off. Now Old. As Canterbury United player harassing him. They managed to play their way out of it. Rainbolt holds up play momentarily, then switches play out to the left-hand side with Bark has time to weigh up the cross. Toomey, his touch put Bidwar offside, so he checked his run. Canterbury United able to clear their lines. Swartz looking long, finds Matheson off. Wellington Phoenix Reserve defender Matheson, who's been busy to start this second 45, creating difficulties up top for the Phoenix Reserves. This time the Phoenix clearing long. Storer has time, the centre back to his captain Swartz. This time looks short with the pass. Good strong tackle in midfield by Hillis. Wins possession back for Phoenix Reserves. Hillis again. Now down that right hand side is Clayton. Clayton given time. So also way up the cross. This time cut out by Field, who looked to avoid giving up the corner kick, unable to do so. So will be Wellington Phoenix reserves corner. Looks like Thomas Rainbolt is going to be taking it again.
I've got 4, 5, 6, mate.
As he did take previous corners again. They go short. Cross comes in left-footed. No one around Lyle Matheson as he clears with his head. And now breaking forward is Yuya Taguchi, who wins the foot race. In the end, the ball beats everyone. Out over that northern sideline. Far end of the ground from our commentary position here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. The Ricoh Sports Centre side of the ground. It's impressive artificial surf, which has certainly contributed. Well, so far been a very open game of football. A little over 35 minutes remaining. Yeah, game is well and truly up for grabs. Who just joined us was Oscar Van Haddam, who gave the Weenix the lead, 21st minute. Canterbury United just 2 minutes later with the equaliser. Here's an opportunity for Delaney. Finds Coughlin. Coughlin bursting into the area. Well read though by Finn Sermon. Great challenge. Slightly heavy touch from Coughlin, and Sermon managing to deny the Irishman. It looks like we're going to have the first substitution of the game. And looks like it's going to be Lyle Matheson, who's been pretty impressive and busy to start this second half, but has been substituted. And on comes George King, who scored that consolation goal in their 3-1 defeat to Team Wellington before Christmas, the Englishman. So an Englishman comes on for a South African. What is really a United Nations kind of lineup with Canterbury United. A player from Japan, a player from Papua New Guinea, as well as the Irishman Garvin Coughlin. Go with the New Zealanders in the 11 as well. So the first change made by Lee Padmore. Placed by George King in the 56th minute. There's the Phoenix. Got to go back to work. Trying to work a 1-2 there. Old was with Bidwar, but well read by the Canterbury United back four. Shut down that option. Tongue. And a couple of Wellington Phoenix players on his back, so found Storer. Coughlin holds up the ball very well despite a couple of jersey pulls. Now out to the right-hand side to Lindekit. Lindekit just couldn't deliver the ball that was necessary. Ehai Delaney had space in the area, but Lindekit's ball, unfortunately for Canterbury United, unable to find the mark. And it's a goal kick for the Wellington Phoenix reserves. Of course, the senior side playing tonight against newcomers MacArthur FC. A couple of graduates of this team, Ben Wayne and Sam Sutton, in the running to play for the senior team, and a number of these players looking to make that step up to A-League level and beyond as well in the coming years. Sermon. Mogg. Back to his fellow centre back. Rainbolt, his pass leaves a bit to be desired, and Canterbury United pounce, but then they give up a free kick. Good work by Old to protect his back four. Old, who appears to be operating in a slightly deeper role in this second half. Hot afternoon for all the players out there. No wind to give them any respite. Van Haddam opening up play to Clayton, the right back. Alex Clayton coming inside on his left foot, looking for an option. Rainbolt, I think, knocked that off his face. He was not quite wasn't quite able to control a strong pass by Clayton. And then Cross coming in across goal, beating everyone. Now Canterbury United back with it. Coughlin on this near side. Good 1-2 with Delaney. Now looks to spring Lindekit forward. Down that right flank. Asking a bit too much of the right back. You can see the vision and playmaking ability of the Irishman Coughlin. He's been at the heart of a lot of good moments for Canterbury United. And the 60 minutes we've had so far. Nice touch from Bidwar. Finding Rainbolt, who's one-on-one with his opposite. He can't shake him off though. Finds Bark. Bark with the shot left-footed. It was on. He had a bit of space, did the left back Harry Bark. Made a good run into the area, but unable to find the target. Wide of the near post. And not challenging or threatening Danny Knight in the Canterbury United Dragons goal. Taguchi, who's harassed by Hillis. Keeps hold of possession though for Canterbury United. And they win it now back through George King. King is well dispossessed by Hillis. There's a bit of space. Finds Old, who is then fouled by Delaney. Old, who's on the receiving end of a fair bit of punishment in this game. Quite often when the fouls have gone against Canterbury United, quite often the player fouled has been diminutive Old. He certainly seems to be in a more deeper lying role in this second half after playing higher player in the midfield behind the front two or three. Hillis to Clayton to Old, who again, strong challenge from Sam Field. Certainly a legal challenge. Coughlin does very well to win possession there from Bark. Mitchell back with it. Mitchell goes back to Storer. Got the space on halfway to way out the pass. He switches play that left-hand side. Not enough on it. Well read by Alex Clayton, who heads it back to his keeper, Paulson. Nice one-touch play there by the Wellington Phoenix, finding Old, but then Old unable to link up with Bidwar. Straight to Danny Knight in goal, who gets play quickly back underway. Now at the feet of substitute King. Phoenix reserve throw in, says the assistant referee on that side, and referee Galvin Berg. Nice turn from Bidwar to get rid of his marker. Now Toomey finding Van Hadam. Van Hadam, who had Lindekit on his back, and now Lindekit looks to spring forward. Phoenix players converge on Lindekit, trying to stop his progress downfield. And Old may now get a warning from the official, and in fact it's a yellow card for Stephen Old. So here he goes. He came in, sliding challenge right in front of the referee, Kelvin Berg, and goes in the referee's notebook. Yellow card for Benjamin Old. Just mentioned earlier how many times he'd been on the receiving end. This time he dishes it out, and he is carded. Lindekit just on the edge of the area. Coughlin, who's now into the box, has to be smart with his challenge there. Does bark, stays on his feet. Coughlin with the cross. And might have seen a touch from the keeper, Paulson. Storer. Canterbury United now look to have a spell of possession inside the Phoenix half. A couple of Phoenix players there trying to shut down Sean Lindekit. Free kick. Given away though, going Canterbury United's way. Just a few metres in from the corner. Taken by the substitute, Englishman George King. Just a metre in from the byline. There you can see really deep in that corner. Left-footed effort looks like it will be. Coming into the area. Rising high at the back post was Schwartz, but really it just landed on his head rather than he able to get a really controlled effort on it. As that was the foul and what followed, which led to the free kick going Lindekit's way. I think the Phoenix themselves, Phoenix reserves, were appealing to referee Kelvin Berger to win against them, but no danger done for the home side. Here at Fraser Park in Lower Huts. Remains the half-time score as it did after 25 minutes. 1-1. Mazy run from Old. Cheeky back heel. Finds Van Hadam, who rides a couple of challenges. Now on the edge of the area. Will he unleash with that left foot again? He does, but blocked by Canterbury United. And Lindekit eventually clears. Finding George King. King back with it after a touch from Delaney. Fresh legs off the bench. Hillis trying to find it, telling through ball to Bidwar. Unable to do so. Corey Mitchell now looks to clear towards halfway. Finding Delaney. Well held up now. King. Tongue is fouled by Van Hadam. Pushing the back. Easy decision for referee Berg. Now Mitchell with space on that near touchline. King looking to find the telling ball to Coughlin. Instead it finds its way to Gucci, to Delaney, and Delaney is lent back on that one. Wasn't able to get his head over the ball, and it rised high over the goal of Alex Paulson. Yeah, ball didn't even come into shot there. Did not get the contact he wanted. Sailed well off target. Canterbury United certainly making it more difficult for the young Phoenix reserves to make their way out of their own half in the second 45. Referee Berg saying Van Hadam got all the ball in that challenge despite the protests of the Canterbury United players. Storer. Schwartz to change the point of attack. Coughlin always holds the ball up well. This time, the Wellington Phoenix with serves with it. 2 players, 3 even around Coghlan, able to come up with possession. It's already halfway through the second 45 here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. It remains locked at 1 apiece. Both goals coming in the first 25 minutes, in fact, within seconds of each other. First to Oscar Van Haddam in the 21st, and then an own goal coming off Finn Sermon from a Canterbury United corner in the 23rd. Here's an effort from distance. Hillis was dead to shoot. He said, why not, from 20 out. And forced a top draw save from Danny Knight in goal. Yeah, got hold of that one, did Hillis. And palming that one over the goal, over the post.
Could go short, could go short.
Danny Knight. Weenix with the corner, taken again by Rainbolt. Looking to the near post. Bidwar now to Old. Back to Rainbolt. Closed out by Tongue. Rainbolt looks to go to the byline. Cross comes in left-footed. Field with a very crucial interception. Now Toomey. Louis Toomey will look to pull the trigger. Closed out by Storer. Back to Toomey. Finding Bidwar. Can he find the space? Bidwar! He does, and he shoots wide off the left foot. As we will see another substitution from Canterbury United. But a big opportunity for the Weenix. And it'll be a triple substitution for the Weenix as well. So have to keep active here as we see a replay of this effort. Toomey. Somehow they kept possession for so long a period inside the area. As we see Rainbolt, Mogg, the captain, and Clayton all make way. So triple substitution for the Wellington Phoenix reserves. In fact, they might have been players just making their way to the bench, in fact, for a drink. Wouldn't think Curtis Mogg, the captain, would be making way, but we've had Oliver Van Rysel make his way onto the field, as is Jalen Rodwell also coming in for these last 20 minutes or so, as the players taking the opportunity, especially on the Wellington Phoenix reserves, to get a drink in on what is a very hot afternoon here. And Lewis Toomey, who was instrumental in that last little chance for the Phoenix reserves, is one of those who has made way. And it looks like Jonty Rubos is the other replacement. So Rubos, Rodwell and Van Rysel coming in for the Wellington Phoenix reserves. We'll look to pick up who that Canterbury United replacement was as well, as there was an absolute hive of activity happening along that touchline with 4 substitutions made. It was Simon Cretian coming in for Canterbury United. Just getting a touch in midfield there. The second substitution for Coach Lee Padmore. Looks like he came on for Tongue in the midfield. Look, Tongue making way for Simon Cretian. So second substitution by Canterbury United. Let's look at some fresh legs, and Paul Temple, Wellington Phoenix reserves coach, deciding he wanted 3 fresh players. So certainly will have a different look to them now, will the Wellington Phoenix reserves, as Cretian comes forward, finds his fellow substitute in King. King looks to get on the left foot, finds Cretian in the area. Can he find the space for the shot? He does, but it's quickly closed down by Mogg, who blocks that effort. As Cretian looks to get on that right foot. taking his time. The corner kick, or the throw in, excuse me. Canterbury United. King to take, looking for the long throw in into the area. Gets right to the 6-yard box. Flick on to that back post, but there's no Canterbury United player there, so Wellington Phoenix were able to clear. So we'll see who those players that have made way, but looks like both the left back Alex Clayton and the right back Harry Bark have made way for Van Rysel and Jalen Rodwell. And the other player that was replaced was Lewis Toomey by Jonty Rubos. So 3 substitutions made by the Wellington Phoenix Reserves, 2 by Canterbury United. First game back after the festive break in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. First game of round 7. Phoenix Reserves sitting in 5th after 6 rounds. Canterbury United 7th, but only 1 point separating them. As coming forward is Mitchell this time. Finds Cretian, back to Mitchell, but I think Cretian was offside, just straight offside. And you see one of the assistants, Mark Rule and Cameron Groucho, controlling touch lines this afternoon. Helping out referee Kelvin Berg, 4th official Chris Bennett. They've looked after what's so far been a pretty compelling game. End to end, number of opportunities for both sides. And no doubt more will come in the final 15 here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Van Rysel taking that throw in, one of the substitutes. Finds Rainbolt. Bidwar, Old, looking to another one of the substitutes springing forward. That's a good ball, finding up Bidwar, whose first shot was blocked. He goes to ground. Penalty waved away by referee Kelvin Berg.
Come on, man! You push him! You push him, he'll go down. It's pretty simple.
That was Jalen Rodwell that time, who made his way down that right flank, found the ball into Bidwar, but Bidwar unable to finish. And now a simple free kick given away. Canterbury United with the free kick. Foul on Ehai Delaney. And he's going to get a bit of attention here. Canterbury United, a couple of their players, chance for some hydration. So we see Yuya Taguchi and also Garvin Coughlin make their way to the dugout. Sam Field, I think, has also made his way that far touch line. And of course, as there always is, a few drinks in the physio's bag as well for a few of the players. Sean Lindekit and Corey Mitchell taking advantage of that. So this will be time added on to the referee's watch. Follow on from the 90. As Ehai Delaney is going to be helped to his feet. Make his way off the field. Will be called on by referee Kelvin Berg when he is ready. Lindekit takes the free kick quickly to Mitchell. Now back to Storer. As the wind arrives here at Fraser Park, you'll no doubt be able to hear through our effects microphone. It's been very still afternoon in Lower Hutt, pretty much until now. That'll help cool off the players. I think welcome relief for everyone here at the Ricoh Sports Centre complex, Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. As the Weenicks look to work through the centre of the park, well cut out by Canterbury United, but the Phoenix reserves win it back. Nice little turn from Rainbolt to free up the space. Now looking for the forward run of Rubos. He's back with it. The edge of the area. Rubos with the cross, left-footed. Finds its way to Bidwar. It can't quite get it under control as it rebounded off the couple of the Canterbury United defenders. Now Hillis all the way back to Mogg, to his fellow centre-back and Sermon. Now Old back to the left-hand side where Van Rysel has sprung forward. Rubos with the flick on. Rainbolt now with the outside of the right foot cross. Rubos tried to get on the end of that. There's Rodwell with the crossed effort. As the Wellington Phoenix reserves really poor numbers forward. They've got their two centre-backs back on halfway, holding midfielder Hillis just in front of them, along with Old, and then everyone else is pretty much in a line 20 metres out from goal as Rubos looks to find Bidwar, unable to do that, but it will be chased down by Van Rysel. Van Rysel to Hillis. Hillis finds Old. Van Haddam tried to find the return pass to Old, unable to do so. Well read by Canterbury United captain Swartz, and now Taguchi springs forward. Looks to the first time effort, has come in to close him down was Sermon, and it was on target, but didn't have the power to really trouble Paulson, Alex Paulson, in the Weenix goal. Another substitution about to be made by Lee Padmore, and it will be Ehai Delaney to make way. So Ehai Delaney, who we saw getting attention earlier, has not been able to continue. Unfortunate for him after that challenge. So replaced by Caleb Cottam. So all three of the outfield subs available to Lee Padmore, the Canterbury United coach, have been made. Just his reserve goalkeeper, Edward Ashton, now on the bench, and just the four substitutes that he brought up to the capital. His first game of the new year in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. Interesting to see where he slots in, the substitute Caleb Cottam. Lost their target man up front, and Ehai Delaney to injury. Van Rysel tried to pick out a path and passed to Van Haddam. It was well cut out, but Van Rysel now linking up with Bidwar. Bidwar back to Hillis. Hillis looks to switch play out to the right-hand side, but his ball's a floated effort that gave Canterbury United time to get back underneath it. Old and Van Haddam. Van Haddam still with it. Now Rodwell. Rodwell with time to deliver the cross if he wants to. Instead he goes short to Rainbolt. Rodwell. Rainbolt now with a right-footed cross. Not enough on it. Cut out well by Canterbury United. It again looked long for Coughlin. But he's not able to control that one. Asking a bit too much of the Irishman that time. And the Wellington Phoenix reserves quickly play on. The keeper Paulson with it. Now captain Curtis Mogg. Looks at Van Rysel, then turns almost into a bit of trouble. Then finds his keeper in Paulson. He's back with it. Mogg. This time looking long down that left-hand flank to Van Rysel. Van Rysel one-on-one with Lindekit. Look to take him on the outside, and well read by the Canterbury United right back. He does very well to earn a goal kick. And very good defending from Lindekit. And Rysel to take him on the outside. Lindekit was having nothing of it. And as time It's closer and closer to that 90. Very important bit of defensive work by Canterbury United right back. Danny Knight looks long. Finds the chest of Coughlin, who was then fouled by Hillis. As Coughlin looked to take that one down. Hillis was, I think, trying to win the ball off the chest of Coughlin. As we catch a replay of that one. Yeah, just late was Hillis there. As Coughlin looked to find a teammate after a nice chest to bring it down. Van Ryssel's head only goes as far as opposite Lindekit. Van Haddam does very well to keep the ball in, now finding Bidwar. Bidwar returns the ball to Van Haddam on that left-hand side. Van Haddam has time to weigh up the cross instead, looks near post of the run of Bidwar. Bidwar unable to get onto the end of it. In the end, there was too much on that ball from Van Haddam. And a willing recipient was Danny Knight in the Canterbury United goal. Knight. Play it off the ground. Giving time for the Canterbury United players to push forward. Hillis wins the first time ball. The second ball, though, comes back to Canterbury United. King finds Coughlin. Coughlin working as near touchline. Working his way into the corner, trying to earn a foul. Unable to do so, though. Good work that was. In that corner. Van Haddam, I think it may have been, was harassing Coughlin, making his way to do some defensive duties. The goal scorer for the Wellington Phoenix Reserves. Taguchi. With a slightly awkward pass for Coughlin, who brings it down off his chest, back to Taguchi. I mean, handball claims by the Phoenix Reserves. Comes to nothing, but now it's back to Canterbury United. They're in the area. King with left-footed shot, looking to the back post to bend it inside. And from our viewpoint, was not far away. Head and hands from George King. I think he knew he had a chance of potentially scoring the winner there. This came inside Van Rysel. Then unleashed. And looking just to bend it inside. And great effort from the Englishman, but it's not to be. Wasn't able to bring it back far enough to get inside that far post. And it remains 1-1, which was the score after half-time. Player down, receiving some treatment. It is the goal scorer, Oscar Van Haddam, giving an opportunity for both sides to get some much-needed hydration. Nearly all the Wellington Phoenix Reserves players are at the dugout, getting some further instructions from Paul Temple, the coach, and his assistant, Steve Coleman. Likewise, Canterbury United, a couple of their players making their way to the dugout. A number of the others in the centre circle, including keeper Danny Knight, coming forward to have a bit of a chat, a bit of a mid-pitch discussion. They try and get through the last few minutes in the warm conditions here at the Ricoh Sports Centre complex at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. It's just straying offside was the substitute, Jonty Rubos. Storer with it for Canterbury United. Lindekit. Get this near touchline for King, who looks to spring forward the substitute, Cretian. Unable to get on the end of it though, and the Phoenix Reserves now have it back. Benjamin Old looks long for Rubos. Rubos has field for company. Decides to play back to Old. Old has a bit of space and time. Picks up the pass on this left-hand side to Van Rysel. Van Rysel to Rainbolt. Rainbolt looking to find Van Haddam, who made his way just into the edge of the area, but strong challenge from George King. Make sure that Van Haddam was not going to get on the end of that one. And there's another goal kick for the visitors, the Canterbury United Dragons, who take it quickly. Lindekit. King It's Van Rysel for company. Finds Linda Kitt. Can't pick out the ball to Coughlin. Certainly seems to be the target for Canterbury United up front, especially following the departure of Ehai Delaney around 5 minutes ago. That third and final substitution for Canterbury United. Lovely turn from Old, but good covering. Back is the defender Sam Field, left back for Canterbury United. Rubos finds his fellow substitute, Rodwell. All the way out to this near side, chased down by Rainbolt. Now seems to be occupying a position at left back. Takes on George King, beats one, then nutmegs another player and tries to find Van Haddam, who unleashes Rodwell down that right-hand side, but Rodwell can't bring the ball under control. Great opportunity that was from the Wellington Phoenix after a nice run from Rainbolt. Referee Kelvin Berg wave play on. Van Haddam tried to unleash the right back and substitute Jalen Rodwell, unable to bring it under control. Will they get another opportunity like that? Free kick given up by the Weenix. And I see a yellow card here for another Wellington Phoenix player. Looks like it'll be to the centre back, Sermon. So, final minute of the 90 yellow for the centre back. Who believes the player had the misfortune, who got his head on the end of a Canterbury United corner and sent it past his own goalkeeper, which is the equaliser. As it still stands one apiece, searching ball into the area, out comes Paulson. Thought for a moment maybe he'd misjudged that, but no, absolute to perfection. Gathers that, and then quickly the Wellington Phoenix look to spring forward. 5 minutes of referee's time remaining. So that's plenty of time for both sides to create something. Certainly neither side looks content with the draw, especially the hosts, the Wellington Phoenix reserves. Oh, finding a lovely ball. Rambolt picks out Oscar Van Haddam, and that's a top-class save from Danny Knight. Rainbolt's ball, inch perfect to Van Haddam, goal scorer for the Phoenix reserves, but this time he couldn't beat Danny Knight. Will be a corner, though, to the Phoenix reserves. Rainbolt, who almost turned provider there for Wellington Phoenix goal.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Corner comes in. Just to that near post. Canterbury United deal with the first ball and then clear over halfway to Gucci. Running after this one. And now onto the edge of the area where he takes on his opposite. Well held up by Van Rysel, though. To Gucci. Tries a 1-2 with fellow replacement Caleb Cottam. Cottam quickly takes the throw in. Now George King. Mitchell finds Coughlin on the edge of the area. Well dealt with initially by the Wellington Phoenix reserves, but another opportunity here as Mitchell springs forward into the area and out quickly is Paulson. He can't collect first time, but does second time. Saw the danger, the young keeper came out to snuff it out. While he wasn't able to grab it cleanly the first time, he did the second time of asking. Rainbolt. Back to Captain Mogg. Sermon. Find the replacement in Rodwell. Trying to work a 1-2 with Van Haddam. Van Haddam decides to turn instead. And find Old. Van Haddam. Rainbolt. Back to Van Haddam, this time right-footed effort from the top of the area. Had the placement, but not the power to really trouble Danny Knight. And goal. He gets low to his left and comfortably takes that one. And then springing forward as we are halfway through the referee's 5 minutes of added time. back pass, a tricky one to take down for the keeper, Alex Paulson, but doing with aplomb, showing his ability with his feet. The young number 1. Now a bit of space on the right-hand side for Phoenix reserves. Rubos and Old combining. Now Rodwell to Rubos, 2 of the substitutes. Hillis, Rainbolt, try and pick out a pass, finds Van Rysel springing forward. Well dealt with initially by King. And eventually, though, a corner kick is given away by King. He's unable to deny Van Rysel in the second time. So to take Rainbolt, looking to that far post, but unable to execute with that corner as it went out over the byline. Left-footed effort trying to swing it back in to the 6-yard box, but crossing the byline. Said one of the assistant referees. That down the other end as far as Canterbury United, the end where they want it to be. Playing quickly, though, the Weenix. Can they create one more opportunity, or can Canterbury United with the press here come up with a chance of their own? They have possession, Canterbury United, but only momentarily. Rodwell has it. And the Phoenix give it away, and now they have it back through Rodwell. Rainbolt has the overlapping runner in Van Rysel if he wants him, but will he shoot himself? Right-footed shot coming in. It was a tame effort. Wasn't able to get the contact he wanted. Rainbolt, as he's become increasingly influential in this game, and that is it. It's another stalemate. He's second of the season for the Wellington Phoenix reserves. It is finished 1 apiece in the first match of 2021 in the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. Round 7 action here at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. And these two sides could not be separated. So it is an 8th point of the season through 7 rounds for the Phoenix reserves. A 7th point for Canterbury United. They've played the same number of matches. It was Oscar Van Haddam with the first goal. It was brought into the 11 by coach Paul Temple in the Phoenix reserves in the 21st minute. And then an own goal coming by Finn Sermon just a couple of minutes later. And that is how it finished up in this round 7 opener of the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership. They couldn't be separated. The Wellington Phoenix reserves won. Canterbury United won.